Hello friends, so in this video I'm going to discuss how we can draw a curve text in our screen. If you go to this example, you can see there is Android Saga that is in a curve style. So if you are wondering how we can draw this text in your canvas, let's get started. So first of all, we have to create a circle at the center of the screen. So for this, Canvas provides us a method called draw circle, and let's say if its color is color dot black. One more attribute which we have to provide to circle is radius. And what will be the radius of our circle? We can say, well, radius equals to size dot width, or we can also say minimum of size dot width or size dot height, and also it's just half. So we can say radius equals to red, and yeah, if we run this, so you can see we have a circle at the center of our screen. One more thing, we don't want a filled circle, but we want that only the border of this circle should be in black color. So for that, we can say style equals to stroke, and in stroke width equals to 5f. If I run this code again, so but our circle is directly attached to the edges of our width. I want some gap between the circle and the border of the screen. So for that, we can say well, padding equals to 20, and we can say radius equals to radius minus padding. If I run this code again, so you can say now there is a little bit gap between the screen and our circle. So for now, the first step is ready. For the next step, actually we have to draw a text at the top of this circle in a circular way. So let's see how we will create a text. So the idea is we have to create a path in a circular way, and on that path we can actually draw a text. So let's see how we can draw a path in Canvas. So for that, we have to define a path. Well, path equals to path dot apply. For now, we are going to create a simple vertical line that will start from here and ends at here. We know that this point is x-axis, and for x we have to move 20 pixels in the x-axis. So we can say move to x will be our padding to float, and y will be, so y will be, this is the center point, right? So we can say we can say center dot y. Okay, so we have moved to this place. Now what? So we have to draw a line. We have to move to the right direction of this screen. So this corner will be, so this so for the x value, this value will be width of a screen minus our padding. So we can say line 2 for x will be size dot width minus padding, and again y will be center dot y. Okay, now we can actually draw this path. So for that we can say like draw path. We can provide path equals to path, again color equals to color dot black, and style equals to stroke, width equals to 5f. If I run this code, perfect, we can see we have drawn a path at the center of our circle. Now actually we have to draw a circular path, not a linear path, right? So for this, so we have a method called cubic2, and cubic actually need 6 parameters: x1 float, by1 float, x2 float, by2 float, and lastly we need x3 and by3. So x3 and y3 are the same points which we have defined here. So for now we can say x3 will be size dot width minus padding, and y3 will be center dot y. Okay, now we actually need x1 by 1, we need x2 by 2. Okay, so how we will define x1 by 1, x2 by 2? So to curve this line, actually we need two control points. So one control point actually will pull this line from here, and one control point will pull this line from here to here. So what we can do, we can have control line somewhere at this point, and another control point will be somewhere at this point. So let's see this by example. First of all, let me comment this path section for now, and we will define some control point. So control point, say we can say val c1 equals to offset of, and x equals to we can say, so suppose that if you want to point a circle here, so x will be half of its radius, right? So this is radius and this is 0. So if we want to get the middle point, so we can say half of the radius, right? So x will be rad by 2. Again we can say now y equals to, so what y will be? We can say so currently our y is here, right? So we can say center dot y minus, so if you say center dot y, it will be around something here, but we need something here, so we can say minus radius. Okay, if you want to check where the c1 point is, we can actually draw a circle. So color equals to color dot red, and center will be c1, right? And radius equals to 20f. If I run this code again, so we got this point, right? Again we need another point c2. So in the same way c2 will be, so for c2 we need point at this side, so this will be so what will be the value for this point? So it is something like the full width of size minus half of radius, right? So we can say x equals to size dot width minus c1 dot x, right? Half of radius, or we can directly write like this. Okay, and y will be, so y will be same. Okay, let's draw another circle and check if we have got the right point c1 and c2, and for checking purpose we can assign color to green. If I run this code again, perfect, you can see we have got the 2 points which are c1 and c2. So what we have to do, we have to just put these points in our cubic 2 method. Again I am going to uncomment these lines. We need these values, so we can say c1 dot x, we can say c1 dot y, here also c2 dot x, and we can say c2 dot y, right? And we don't need actually this line because we are going to draw a circular line, not a straight line. If I run this code again, yes, so you can see we got the line in a circular way, but it is not that much circular, right? So what we can do, we don't need to start this line at the edge of your circle, but there should be some gap at the x-axis, right? Also there will be some gap at the end of this circle. So what we can do, so your starting point is here, right? x3. So we are subtracting it by padding, but not also padding. We can say like padding by 6, x equals to this, and okay, if I run this code, so you can see we got this gap, but we are still. So here also, actually for this side, we have to make change at this line, move to. So start, instead of moving to the padding value, we want to move to padding multiply by 6, right? And if I run this code again, so you can see we got a little bit circular type line, right? And now actually we are not going to draw this path. We have just drawn this path to observe where our path is, and now by using this path we can draw text easily. So to draw this text, actually what we can do, so we can say draw text. A strange thing is that for Jetpack compose canvas, we don't really have any draw text method. But don't worry, we can say this dot draw context dot canvas dot native canvas dot apply. So we can't use Jetpack compose canvas, but we can use native canvas. So this native canvas is the legacy canvas. Okay, so this native canvas actually provides us a method to draw text on a path. Let's draw a text. So you can see we have a method draw text on path. It needs some values. We have to provide a text that we want to draw. We need to provide a path, some horizontal offset, some vertical offset, and so on. So let's do this. First of all, we have to provide a path, sorry, a text. We can say Android. We can say Android Saga, and we have to provide a path. So again, path and some offset value. So for now we can keep it as 0f 0f. Don't worry, I'll discuss this about later. And we need to provide some paint. So don't forget to use paint from this graphics package. We can't use the paint from this compose.ui.graphics, right? So this paint and dot apply. But more thing, actually this was expecting the path from this, again, android.graphics package, but we are passing this path from graphics compose.ui package, right? So don't worry, we actually have a different method, like we can call as android path. So what it will do, it will convert this compose.ui path into a android.graphics package path, right? Again, in this paint, actually we can have some parameters like color equals to. So we can say color equals to color. Again, we need to choose from graphics package color dot black, and then we can say text size. So it can be something like 3f, and this dot text align, it should be align dot center. Okay, let's run this code. Perfect. So you can see we have a text at the center of our path. Let's increase a size little bit. So yes, you can see we got the circular text, right? So again, you might be wondering what these values are. These are horizontal offset and vertical offset. So if I change a little bit, like if we change the value of vertical offset like 50 and 50, and if I run this code, so you can see it is changing its value. Like if I say 0, so it will be center. If you increase its value to horizontal, it will move to the rightward, right? So vertical offset is, see, if I put 0, so it will be at the top of this line. So if you are increasing its value, it will be at the bottom side, right? If I run this code again, actually we have to put the value 0 to 0 as default. We don't need to provide any value to those variables. And so for now, actually we have drawn a text in our canvas. Now we don't really need to draw this path, because this was just for understanding purpose. If I run this code again, yeah, so you can see we have our text ready on this canvas. So that's all from this video. If you have any doubt, you can always comment in this video and I'll be happy to clear all your doubts. Thank you so much.